How do you make one of your story's strongest magical powers balanced and actually interesting to watch or read? You give it to the weakest person in the room. How you doing, Sage the Author? Today we're covering my GOAT, my favorite protagonist of all time, Subaru from ReZero. Without a doubt, in terms of physical capability, Subaru is the weakest character in the entire main cast. Yet somehow he is one of the most powerful people in all of ReZero. How can that be? Those two things don't make sense, right? Well, it's because of the power that Tapai, the author of ReZero, gave him. For those who don't know, Subaru's power makes him essentially immortal. Anytime his life ends, he restarts to a previous point in his story's timeline, and he gets a chance to redo reality. And there's no limit to how many times he can do it. Now, upon first glance, that sounds like a very overpowered ability to give a main character. But the thing about Subaru, the thing that makes his power so interesting in ReZero, is not the power itself, but his reaction to that power. Because Subaru ain't your classic isekai protagonist. He's not overpowered, he almost never solves everything on the first go around, and he definitely doesn't have a harem of women that chase after him. He's human, like legitimately human. At times he doesn't know what to do, he makes a lot of mistakes, at times he considers giving up, and he's afraid for his life to end. But no matter how many times he's outdone and his life comes to an end, he's forced to redo the entire thing again. He is quite literally forced to develop as a character. Every arc he's forced to confront the worst parts of himself, the parts of himself that lead him to make mistakes, that lead him to see his friends' lives end over and over and over again. He's forced to change, and that's what makes Return by so interesting, not just because the power itself is cool, which it is, but because it forces our boy to become the best version of himself, the version that we get to see and that we love in season 3.